Just give me 1 second while we just try and unfreeze the webcam. There we go. Now we're working. Don't stand on it though, Maisie. Oh goodness. The trauma of with a cat. And look, it's frozen again. I think we'll just go to the overhead because we seem to be having a bit of problem with the webcam. So hello, the overhead seems to be working okay. I hope you guys are all well. Maisie is with me and she's currently just knocking pens off the side of the desk, so that's helpful, isn't it? So yeah, I've not got anything very nice for you to look at the moment, but we do tonight. So I'll just bring a couple of those little bits here. You might be able to hear a little bit of ferreting in the background. Like I say, Maisie is making her presence felt, but she does love a bit of crafting on a Thursday night with me, so she will probably come and lay across all of this in a moment because that's also her favourite thing to do, isn't it? So I'll give everyone a chance just to hop on and join. I know it is the Thursday before Christmas, so many of you will have Christmassy activities going on. You might be wrapping up your Christmas presents or still buying Christmas presents. You might be going to Christmas parties or going to see friends and family before Christmas. You know, there's always so much going on at this time of year. Hi Lauren, how are you? So yeah, there's always quite a bit going on, isn't there? So so yeah, so it's always a bit of a mad time. So Laura, so Laura Ann says hi, Lucy Ann says hey from me and Charlotte. Hello to you both. I hope you're really well. I hope you're all having a nice stress-free run up to Christmas. Ours seems especially manic this year, but you know, it's all good fun. We will enjoy it all on Christmas Day when we actually get to sit and just relax, and all of that hard work will have been worth it, won't it? So on to tonight's project. So the ideas that I'd got for tonight were to make a Christmas card. Hello Francesca, how are you? To make a Christmas card from our cats to my mum and dad's cats, which I know that might sound silly, but for those of you that are cat lovers and have got cat lover friends and family, you will totally understand where this comes from. So we've already had a card for Arnie, Maisie and Mabel. So we've already had a card from them to Maisie, to Arnold. So we've had a card to Arnold, Maisie and Mabel from my mum and dad's cats, Ellie and Alfie. Goodness, I got confused with all of the names there. so yes, so we've already had a card from my mum and dad's cats. So I think that it's only fair that Arnie, Maisie and Mabel send a card back to them. So I'm going to make that card. And I've got out a few bits here. These are some pre-stamped sentiments. I may not use these exact ones, but I might use the stamp set that made these. So these are some of our... let me try and find the specific set that this is from. This is the Santa Stop Here set, I believe. Yes, Santa Stop Here stamp set, and this has got these really great sentiments that have got the solid background. So the Hanging Stockings with Care was one that I really liked the look of. I've also got the sentiment From Our Home to Yours, which I thought would be really cute. And obviously the gingerbread man set has this cute little kitty in it, but also has some of the cute little Santa accessories that go with it. So I've not got all of them in here, but there's some little gumdrops and there's various other little accessories. So let me get the gingerbread men. And well, the gingerbread family, I was saying gingerbread men, they're a gingerbread family. So they have the Christmas tree, they've got the candy cane, they've got some holly and things. So that's a really sweet set that we might be able to add to this scene. I've also pulled out a couple of kind of home related images from some different sets. So now, which set was this one from? I think this is the home home is where the heart is set. So I'm going to have a little flick through my stamps here. So I'll just pop these onto my desk here, and then you can see what I'm flipping through some bits here. So I've got the cats here. These are the perfect match for Arnie, Maisie and Mabel. So I'm going to take that for the cats, I think. Rather than using the little mini cat, I think we'll have them as full-sized cats. There is also this set here, which is this is the Perfect Day set. Currently this is out of stock, but we are getting some more of these in hopefully early on in the new year, so look out for that. Again, they would have been perfect, and I might do a standing and sitting version of each of those. So what was I looking for in here? I was looking for the home set, wasn't I? Which I don't believe I've seen just yet. So it must be in the other collection of stamps. We have so many stamps now that, yeah, we're into 2 boxes of wonderful Time for Tea stamps. So we'll have a little flick through this set. Here we go. So this is the set that I'm needing, which, like I say, I think it's the yeah, it's definitely the Home is Where the Heart Is. So that's a great set. So we'll pull that to one side. Oh, it's so heavy. Pop that back. So this is going to be an example of mixing and matching sets. Hello, Maisie. You're so helpful. You want to come and sit on my knee? Or are you going to sit on your chair? Come sit on your chair. Look, so this is the cat that is going to be sending a card to her cousins. Come on over here. That's it. Sit your little body down there. Right, so my thought is we won't use the cute little... This is the Warm Winter Wishes, by the way, which is an adorable little Christmas set. But I'm not going to use that chap, and I'm not going to use the little cat. We're not doing that, are we? But I thought in this set, it's got the lovely Christmas tree. It's got the lovely hearth, which would be adorable. We've got the little sofa here. We've even got a little mouse and a little bauble to hang on the tree. So this is it's a really cute little scene that we could pop together. So we don't need these guys. We'll pop these guys just to one side. So I don't think I'll use those. And we won't use this chap either. But in our little home scene, we're going to have our little cats in there sitting around. So I think if we have, and this is you know, when I'm thinking about a scene, this is what I'll do. So I'll play with the different cats here, the different layout that we can have, and then I've just got to think about, you know, what background we're going to do for this. So let me try and get a card base to see how this is all going to fit together. These might be A2 card bases that I've got here, I think they possibly are. So if we were to use this as our card base, we've got our, can you see that? I wonder if I can bring this a little bit closer for you guys. I don't know if I can do that without making anyone feel too poorly, and if it'll stay in that position quite. How's that? I just need to manoeuvre that a little bit. How's that? That's a little bit closer, isn't it? So we've got our we might not even need this, but if we have our fireplace here, say, and our window just there, we've got our little seat here. I've got no room for my lovely tree, but maybe we don't need the tree unless we didn't have the window. We have the tree kind of behind the sofa there. That's quite cute. And then we've got one cat maybe sat here. I think I preferred the little window. Yeah, so we have that like that. And then we can have one cat here. I think this little cat's going to sit on the sofa. And then we have cats 1 and 2 here. Sat at the front like so. That would look very cute, wouldn't it? All of the little cats sat together in front of the fire. In the Home Sweet Home set, there is this adorable little rug, so we could pop the rug underneath them as well. And then the sentiment from our home to yours would be very cute across the top, I think. So yeah, I think that's quite a cute little little background, isn't it? So we need a rug. We'll pop that back in there like so, and then I'm going to, let me just pop these to one side so I don't mix them up. We don't need that one at the moment either. We'll put that back in there. So let's get some stamping card for this. Hello there, little girl. We've got a bit of stamping card here for our images. Got some little bits here that I think we can utilise. And then I need to work out what background I'm going to have. And I think I will stencil straight onto the background that I've got. And I'm thinking, what could I have as that background? Do I try and make like a wallpaper? Or do I keep it a little bit more? I could have a wooden floor, couldn't I, on the bottom? So let me just figure out where these need to be. Where does my floor need to be? My floor needs to be there, doesn't it? Where my fireplace is going to sit. So I'm just going to grab some of my washi tape here. And I'm going to add that. Let's use the grid lines actually on here to help me line this up nice and straight. There we go. And take that out of the back there because we don't need that now. But that is where my floor is going to live. And then above the floor will be the wallpaper or the wall coverings. So I do have a lovely wood grain stamp. So what I will do with this is I will take a little bit of, now what colour should we use for this? Let's see if I've got a swatch of it on my little swatch ring here. Walnut stain would be a great colour actually for my floor. So this, I don't think I've done all of my inks. I had a go, but this is all of the Distress Oxide inks that I had at the time. I've swatched them all out. I do have some spare tags here that I can swatch out at a later date, and I will definitely do that because that's really helpful when I'm doing something like this. So I'll just move those up there. I also need this this rug, don't I? So I'm going to get my rug out ready as well so that we can stamp that also. But I am going to do my ink blending first. So I'll just move those guys up there a little bit. Now grab my silicone mat, move this to that surface. And then let's ink on here with some walnut stain. So I'm going to use my medium-sized brush, and we said walnut stain, didn't we? So let's grab this, and I'm just going to do a little bit of inking onto this floor area first. So I'm just going to gently blend some of the walnut stain ink onto my card base. There we go. Lovely. And then I'm going to take my large, super large stamp, and I'm going to add some of the walnut stain to a portion of it. So just ink along there, and then I'm going to turn this around. I don't think I've gone quite far enough along, so I'm just going to go a little bit further. Just make sure that I'm doing this on a flat surface so that I've got ink everywhere. And then I'll turn this around. So I've not even added this to an acrylic block. This is literally on the carrier sheet that it comes with. And I'm going to place it on here so that it overlaps that that bit of washi tape. I think I've still not done it right to the end, but we'll see. It'll be fine. And then we'll pull that up. Lovely. Very nice. So yeah, it's not gone quite to the end there because I didn't line it up correctly. So we'll see if we can correct that. I don't know if I'll be able to line up my pieces actually, but, and I don't want to ruin what we've already done, but yeah, it does look so nice. So yeah, I don't think I can actually see enough through it to be able to line it up now, which is a shame because it would look so nice if only I'd done it right. No, I can't match that up, so I'm not even going to try. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go like this. There we go. Beautiful. So learn from my mistake there because I didn't go quite to the end with all of my ink, but I think we will be able to salvage that. Shawnee's with us. Hello. Hi, Joe and Tea Timers. Hope you all have a Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you. I hope you're all having a lovely crafty time. Like I say, it's a very, very busy time of the year, so I totally understand that a lot of people are, you know, maybe out and about doing things at this time of year with the children, grandchildren and so on. So there may be some of you that are watching this on the replay. So Merry Christmas to all of you. So as we remove the washi tape, and I've rolled that back very carefully just so that I don't rip my cardstock with that washi tape. So now hopefully you can see we've got that really cute little wood grain floor. So for the top of our image, for the top of our scene, we want a little bit of kind of a wallpaper. So I'm going to have a look and see if I've got a stencil that might work for this. I don't know if I have, other than maybe the flirty flowers. I could do with something that's a little bit of a smaller pattern, which I don't know if I've got any stencils that meet that criteria actually. So let me just clean up my stamp as well before I put my arm in this, because that is 100% destined to happen. Maisie's just sat here watching me, aren't you? So this wood grain stencil is A5 in size, so it's huge. It's a great, not stencil, stamp even. It's a great stamp, and it's got some great sentiments on it as well. So look out for that one, because you've got some fabulous sentiments on the bottom of this one. Wood puns, they're always good. We love a pun. So what was I looking for? Stencils. Can I just move you to one side a little bit? That's Maisie. And I'll bring you back over, because I know you like to be right in the action. So I've got my my folder here of stencils. We have the stars, which are cute. The boho tiles would make a nice pattern. The Dig It background stencil will be back in stock soon if anybody's missing that. Nordic Star always makes a really nice pattern actually. That one's very cute. Cozy Sweater, we've got the holly leaves, the new leaf stencil we don't have in stock anymore. Porcelain pattern will be coming back soon. That would make a cute little background, seeing as this is a cat related scene. Stripes, actually the stripes would be perfect to make a stripy wallpaper. Let's have a look at the stripy wallpaper effect. I was thinking I could also have gone for maybe some tiles. We don't have the brick wall stencil anymore, but we do have the tiles. So this is the tiled wall. The tiled wall is a good one for backgrounds, obviously. What else do we have? Some scattered hearts, honeycomb. Yeah, I think that might be it. I think I'm going to go with the stripes. And for the colour scheme, now this is the tricky bit, isn't it? Because we don't want to detract from our lovely scene here. So we don't want to be too in your face with what we're doing. So let's have a think. We've got pink curtains and we've got a bright green sofa. So we you know, we've got a colour, quite cat paw crafting would be nice. Oh, you see, you like the cat paws, don't you? Excuse me while I just have a little drink. That I did like the idea of the cat paws, because it is a cat house, isn't it? That would be very cute. So I'm thinking with this that we might go pink, because we've got pink, pinky red, got pinks, we've got reds. So I think we might go with that as a theme, I think, just to keep it a little bit subtle. So again, looking at my swatch, a bit of worn lipstick against a backdrop of maybe, I don't know if I've got no, I don't think I've swatched out. Maybe a tattered rose would look nice, or a spun sugar. Let's have a look at some tattered rose. Oh, tattered rose is very pretty, isn't it? But it's a bit more of a salmony colour than the worn lipstick, so, and that we've got in our colour scheme here. So I think I'll go with the spun sugar and the worn lipstick. So let's do this logically. We need some spun sugar first. So I'm going to use my large brush, my extra large brush here. And we're going to pop that straight onto the background. A nice amount of coverage. So the spun sugar is very, very light, so because the lights in here are quite bright, they may bleach out the colour so that you can't really see much of that on screen, but when I do a close-up, when I take the photos, you'll be able to see it really well. So that colour goes really well with the pink that's on our curtains, so I'm happy with that. So I'm going to pop that over there. I'm just going to clean off my brush a little bit. Hello Jess, how are you? I'm really well. I hope you and your mum are doing really well and you're getting some crafty time in tonight with me. I'm really super busy, really super tired. As always, there's so much to do. I've got lots of things happening in terms of new release stuff, new orders. We've got some new exciting brushes coming soon. There's lots of things going off, so it is action stations around here at the moment. So we've been on Hobby Maker. We've had orders for that. You know, we just about got over Black Friday, and then it's all kicked off again with other projects. So exciting though. Some exciting stuff to come up in the middle of the year as well that I've been working on. So yeah, watch this space. There's lots of things coming this year. I'm really excited for where we're going to take Time for Tea this year. It's going to be a really fun year. Like I say, lots of new things happening. I'm going to, working on new releases and new products. So yeah, stick with us in the new year, because we're gonna have some crafty fun together, I hope. I know it's one of those things at the moment where I think if I didn't have the crafting, I think while I might have had a busy day, been working away today, on stuff, and you just think, oh, I'm pretty tired and it's been a hard day, but I get to come and sit in this space, do some crafting, have a bit of time to myself where I don't think about anything other than the project that I'm working on that's right in front of me. And when I've done it, I've got something to show for the time that I've spent, because I've got a card that I can send to someone. And I just think these times are just so precious and so lovely. And that's what's great about this thing that we do, this hobby that we do, is that it's just so relaxing, and it's just my happy place, definitely. So I'm very grateful that I get to do that with you all. And the last one before Santa comes, which I can't believe it's nearly Christmas, or it's like, oh, look at that, how cute does that look? Oh, I love that. I think this stencil is very underrated by me, as I think as well, because sometimes I don't often think to pull this stencil out, but for scenes like this, or for just creating a really cool simple background, you could do each of those stripes in a different colour. Just use your stackable brushes, which have got the smaller head on them, and you get just a great pattern. You could create a plaid from it. It's just such a versatile little stencil, but it's because it's simple. I think sometimes you think, well, I've just got to be more complicated than that, but you really don't need to be more complicated than that, do you? Claire says, does everyone craft during Christmas holidays? When I finish Christmas cards, it was suggested that my room would stay tidy till New Year, and I craft nearly every day. Well, this is the thing, Claire. I'm the same. I actually find the time between Christmas and New Year to be a really creative time. So I might not make cards necessarily, but I do a lot of designing in that time. So it's a really good time for me to just sit and draw and design new products for the coming year. And there's been occasions where I've probably designed you know, a good 6 months worth of stamps for the coming year, in that, just in a rough way, not completed article, but I will have got images that I could then make, you know, the next 6 months worth of stamps from. And that's all done during the week of Christmas and New Year. So yeah, I think it's a really, really crafty time. Because I think you're a bit more relaxed, and you can just spend the time just, you know, creating things. So I love it. But you and Jess are both very creative people. You seem to be creating all the time anyway. So this background is starting to come together now, and I'm really, really liking how it looks. Look at that, that's so cute. So my sentiment from our home to yours, I might die cut this and just see if, do I want to have it die cut, or do I want to just stamp it straight onto my background. I think a die cut would be cute. So let me see, which is, Have a Sweet Christmas is that one, so it must be this one. From our home to yours. So let's just die cut this, because what I don't want to do is obviously build up the rest of the card and then realise that actually I wanted to stamp on it, and then once you've got things on it, it's much harder to stamp on top of. So the stamping needs to happen now if that's what we're going to do. So before we go any further, I'm going to test my theory. Laura Ann says, not properly crafted at my desk for ages, but done a lot of Christmas painting. Plan to clear the desk and sit down properly during the holiday. Much needed me time. Yes, I love that. Definitely get some me time in. It sounds like you've been very creative anyway, but I think if you're doing it for I always think if you're doing it for a purpose, like you're batch making, oh, I love that. Right, okay, that's a winner. If you're batch making Christmas cards, you put yourself under a bit of pressure, so it's not as much me time as just your normal crafting for pleasure is it? So yeah, so maybe you know, it is going to be a good opportunity once all of those Christmas related tasks are done for you to just be able to enjoy just the experience of crafting. Okay, so we're on a plan here. So I need to stamp out these guys, and I'm going to do it freehand. I'm going to be a bit brave. I often don't do freehand stamping, but we're going to try it. And just, what's the worst that could happen? We have to stamp it again. So let's grab this. I can't speak. My Memento Tuxedo black ink. I'll turn that around for you so you can see. We'll stamp. This is going to be Mabel. So we'll stamp little Mabel first. So that's little Mabel. Beautiful. I find that obviously the stamps that we have made are high quality photopolymer, really great quality stamps. And I also find that this size of block is a really good one for stamping out you know, my images if I'm doing them freehand. So famous last words, because I'm probably not going to get it right this time, am I? But let's hope for the best. So yeah, they just give quite a good amount of what's the word, stability. I feel like they're quite stable. They're very solid in terms of how they feel. There's a good amount of support around the image. So yeah, I think these are really good. Now I'm not going to fit him on there unless, no, I'm not going to try and squeeze him on. That's, I can pop my little rug on the bottom of that one, but we'll pop him on here. It looks a bit mucky on that side, so I might do it on that side. Yeah, that's better. And we'll pop it there. So one of these is Arnie, one of these is Maisie. And you've all seen Maisie and a big fluffy tail, so these are going to be quite challenging to colour because they are basically black cats. They have a little bit of grey in them, but it's very hard to see. So yeah, so for the most part they are black. And Mabel is a British blue, so she's grey but with a little touch of the lilac touch to her. So she's gorgeous, bless her. But they have been growling at each other on the other side of this the other side of this door, so they're being a bit naughty today. Well, not just today. So let's colour these little guys in. As you know, as I'm a big cat lover, a lot of my designs have cats in them, which I make no apologies for because I love my cats and I love colouring in cats. So I love drawing them, I love colouring them in, I love everything about it. So I can't really, you know, I tend to just go back to that. That's my fallback position. So I'm going to go with, I think I'm going to go with the toner greys. I think that's what they will have been, rather than the neutral greys. And the colour for Mabel, let's have a look, see if there's any varieties. I guess it would be the cool greys would be the most likely, shall we say. So let's try some of the cool greys. So, and again, like I said, I think when you're colouring things like cats, or if you're colouring penguins or seals or whales maybe, or, you know, a lot of these creatures are very similar colours, so they're quite easy to. A snowman, oh, a snowman is so easy to colour because you just add a little bit of shading with a bit of blue or a bit of grey. So that, though, I like it when you've got a bit of a colour scheme to work to, and it means that your process is a little bit quicker as a result. Hello there. Are you going to come and walk all over my... Yes. You're going to come and approve the card. Hello. How can I help you? So I'm just adding a bit of shading around. I thought you were going to eat my hair then. That was not very nice, was it? She was just sniffing my head. Make sure it was me. So I'm going around all of the outline of my little Mabel cat. Come here, you big fluffy thing. Sit yourself on there. You can supervise from there. And a bit of C5 then to pull some of that colour to the middle. So from the outside edge to the middle. What have you found there? A post-it note to play with. Somebody's feeling a bit playful, looking for things to poke off the side of the table. So again, just pulling that into the middle and around the face, and then a little bit around the neck and the tail. And then finally the C3 will come right into the middle of that face because I don't want anything too dark around the face, because that will cover up her cute little features. So, and again, it just creates a little bit more depth in the middle of the body if we keep that a little bit lighter, because that's where she has a little bit of a ruff, a little bit of a fluff. So the C5 again, just to bring those edges together a little bit more while that ink is still wet. We can bring that together. That's perfect. Oh, I didn't do the tip of her tail there. Just add a bit of that onto the tip of the tail. Very cute. And then for the little cheeks, I'm using a little bit of R32, that is, and she'll need some pink ears, so I'm going to use the R21. So that's a little bit of a paler pink, but it'll stand out. Her nose needs to be a darker grey, because Mabel's nose is that colour. So that's cute. So that's Mabel pretty much done. So now we've got Arnie and Maisie, the naughty little Maisie that is with us. So we'll do them in a slightly different grey. So the toner grey is just a bit of a browny grey, I guess. So I'm going to go around the outside and then underneath where there's shadow. So all around the bottom there, around the base of the tail, and then just some bits around the edges there, along the top of the head. Outline the ears so that we've got somewhere to put some pink. And again, just pulling some of that colour in from the outside into the centre. There we go. Onto the mid-tone, which is the tone of 5. And again, we're going to just pull some of that colour inwards. Not all the way in, but just enough so that little face is still poking through. And again, I'm just going to leave a little bit of space for a lighter grey so that we've got a little bit of dimension. And then finally the T3 will come right the way over the face and over the nose. Actually, I might as well go straight over the nose there, because that again is going to be in the darkest grey. So by doing this, by adding the 3 different tones of grey, you're going to add a bit of dimension to your image that would otherwise have been completely flat, because you haven't got the benefit of any white space, and they are, black cats obviously are not flat, but they are, it is hard to show that with, you couldn't just use black, for example, as their colouring, because it would just look totally flat. So that's what I'm trying to say, I think. So same here with little, I think this is going to be Maisie. I think that one's Arnie. I don't know why, really. I think that Maisie would be more likely to sit on the sofa with us than Arnie. So I guess that's where I've got that idea from. So again, just where there would be shadow is where it will be darker. So it's going to be darker all around there. On the bottom where the belly is, and then we'll just go around the outsides like so, and then underneath of the paws there. And then next would be the T5, and pull that ink towards the middle. And you could, I mean, obviously I'm doing this with the colours of my kitties because they're sending the card to their cousins. So if you missed the beginning, that's what we're doing. We're making a card for my mum and my dad's cats because they've sent Arnold, Maisie and Mabel a card. So Ellie and Alfie have sent those cards to us. So it's only right that they get one back, isn't it? A handmade card from Arnie and Maisie and Mabel. So I think that's sort of that. Very cute. So again, a little bit of pink cheeks. And the ears, the darker T7 for the nose. Adorable, very, very cute. So now my question is, what rug should they be sitting on? Maybe it is going to be a green rug to match the green sofa. So this green, trying to recall what colour green we've gone for here. It looks quite along the lines of the YG05, very kind of salad green with the YG11, cooling things down a little bit. Yeah, YG11, maybe a bit of YG17 is in there. But I'll go with the YG25. So, YG25, YG05. Let's try these as a combo because it has also got the bit of pink, so we could do green around the outside with the pink in the middle, or do we just go with all green? Oh, decisions. Right, let's try darker green on the outside. And then in the middle, yeah, I'm going to go with the paler green. There we go. I'm going to keep it simple as that. No need for any fuss or messing, I don't think. So let's chop that off the bottom, then we can just pop these through the die cutting machine. Is anybody travelling for Christmas? Anybody going away for Christmas? And are you, you know, setting off soon? Because I imagine the traffic, you know, at this time of year is pretty mental. So where are you off to? What are you doing? We're going to go to my mum's in Lincoln, and then we're going to Aunt's parents. So my mum and dad live in Lincoln. Aunt's parents live the other side of Sheffield to us. So we're going to theirs on Boxing Day. So we're doing quite a bit of travelling about, really. But I don't imagine that it's going to be too bad, really, from a traffic point of view. I don't, Aunt's always said, oh, you know, he would love to go abroad or something and just go out of the country for Christmas, somewhere warm. But I don't know, I do really love Christmas, and Christmas wouldn't be the same if it wasn't cold. In fact, speaking of the weather, which we always seem to do, don't we? But has anybody had any issues with the storm? Is it Storm Pier or Peter? I can't remember what they've called it. Because it really did sound, you know, like end of the world weather last night. I was very surprised this morning not to have woken up to some damage somewhere. I think are they the wrong way around? What am I doing? Yeah, they're the dies. They're the dice for them. Oh, what am I doing? So they're the dies for them. And then these are the dies for these. Got that totally the wrong way around. So that goes in there. That's right. Now we've got it the right way around. So yeah, so it was very bad, wasn't it? Shani says, will the cat stamp set be back in stock? So yeah, the one that's out of stock is the Perfect Day one, which is, so I've mixed up the back sheets for these. So this one is the Kitty Capers one, so that's this one. Got myself all mixed up and all over the place here. So if we get these the right way around, then we might make some sense. So this one is the, like I said, this one is the Kitty Capers. It doesn't want to go back in its little house. There we go. That one's the Kitty Capers. That one is currently in stock. This one is the Perfect Day, which has been very, very popular. This one is due back in stock. I think probably the beginning of the first week of January, beginning of the second week of January, sorry. So it is due very, very soon. It's on order. It's just obviously the Christmas period makes everything a little bit more delayed than normal, doesn't it? So yeah, bear with, and I will let people know when it's back in stock, because we have had lots of requests for that. So a little bit of washi on all of these guys. And a bit of washi tape on little Maisie. Pop that all the way across there, and then I just need a little bit for my rug. And pop that right there. Right, let's get a little die cutting machine. So yeah, I've put quite a big order in actually for some restock of stamps. And I'm not going to be able to remember what they are all off the top of my head. I know the Oops a Daisy one has been out of stock for a while. The Cafe Critters, the Sloths, I've put them on order. All of the latest release went out of stock so quick. So that's the Birthday Fox, the Let's Party, the Birthday Cake, and the Gummy Bears. They're also on reorder, so they will be coming back in. And we will have a new release, probably towards the end of January. Will be new release time. So yeah, it's going to be a great start to the new year. Lots of new stuff. which is exciting, very, very exciting. So pop that there. So now we've got all our little little characters. I'll try and put these back in the right places, seeing as I got them all mixed up, didn't I? So that one goes there, and then we've got the rug. Okay, I'm going to just tidy these away because, you know, it is important to keep on top of everything being put away, otherwise, you know, that's when things get lost and then you get frustrated because you can't find them. So I do like to keep everything together, stamps and dies all together. I'm not hunting around for them, they're all where they should be. You're very welcome, Shani, very welcome. So just pop him on there. There you go, little guy. Lovely. So that's them always. So now we're down really to the final assembly really. So we've got a little guy on there, and then we could pop. I think this guy's little tail needs to go this side, doesn't it? So maybe, what if we did a switcheroo? How would it look if we did it this way round? So from our home to yours, and with Maisie there, so that we could have them opposites. Yeah, I'm going to go with that because that makes some little opposites. And then these two are not quite going to fit on the same rug, but almost. Hello, Annalisa. Annalisa says hello and happy Thursday and loves the pink. It looks really cute, doesn't it? And some of these images I already had coloured, and I'd coloured them at different times, so you know, these weren't really meant to all go together, but somehow it works. So I'm loving that. Now some of these bits I'm going to stick straight down onto my background so that we can pop up the cats and they'll be the focal point, and they'll all then be on the same level pretty much. So let's do fireplace first, and then again this I think I'm going to lay flat because this will then look like it's in the background behind the sofa. So that's going to go there, and make sure we've got enough room for our sentiment. Yep, so pop that there. Take the backing off the chair because that already had some backing on it, so I'm going to move that down a little bit. Lovely. And then we can pop, I'm going to pop Maisie straight onto the back of this because again we've got a situation of I don't want her to stand too proud in front of the other two guys. And then the little rug, I'm just going to pop that in the middle because they're not really both going to be able to sit on it, so we'll just pop it there in the middle of the, hopefully I've not put my my fireplace on the wonk too much there, but then these guys can sit there in front of the roaring fire. So we just need a bit of tape. Let's grab the tape, and this is my giant tape. Again, I get so many questions about this. I don't know if we're going to be able to get any of this back in stock. I am trying rather unsuccessfully at the moment, it appears, but I will keep trying, and I will let you know as soon as we manage to get that sorted. So I think what I need to do is just might even get them, oh, why don't we get them snuggled up together? That would be cute, wouldn't it? Yeah, let's get them snuggled up together. I'm going to take the backing off them both and try and position them both at the same time so that they both sat on this rug together, because I think that looks adorable. Let's move it a little bit further this way maybe. Oh, that's very cute. And then for the sentiment, I'll use my thinner foam tape. So I don't know why this has decided to split a little bit, but I don't know what's happened there. It's probably somebody's pulled at it that shouldn't have. Speaking of naughty little cats, this appears to be maybe a little bit of something that's been interfered with. So I'm just going to take a length of this, roughly the length of the sentiment. There we go. And pop this onto here. Well, I think this is really, really cute. I love this. From our home to yours. And we've used, you know, lots of different stamp sets to make this. And they're, you know, stamp sets that weren't meant for Christmas at all. A couple of them were, but some of them definitely weren't. But then it has come together to make a really lovely Christmas card. So my glue's gone a bit crazy, so I'm just going to clean that up and pop the lid back on so it doesn't dry out. And then my finishing touch is going to be some white jelly roll on the kitties, because we haven't done that yet. So that it matches up with the rest of the you know, the card and the images that are on there. A little bit of white jelly roll will finish it off, and a little bit of the black glaze pen as well. So we'll just add a few little touches here and there. Oh, that's cute. So these images were originally designed for Rosie and Clyde. Those of you that have been Time for Tea fans for a long time will remember little Rosie and Clyde. So yeah, this was Rosie's fluffiness, and Clyde was short hair. So but obviously it works now as well for Arnie and Maisie and for Mabel. So their legacy lives on. So I'm going to start at this side actually, because I don't want to put my arm, and I might actually just give them all shiny black noses, because that will make them really stand out. So some shiny noses, and I'm going to do a shiny little nose on the clock as well, because why not? As the clock is like the clock on Beauty and the Beast. So I'll give you a little bit of a close-up of the final card. I think that's turned out really, really cute. I love the scene, the background, the stripy wallpaper, the cats cuddled up in front of the fire. I just think my mum and dad are absolutely going to love that. I would definitely love this. So so I hope you've all enjoyed that. Yeah, like I say, I think my mum and dad will really be chuffed to bits with that. So thank you so much, guys, for joining me for this last craft with me before Christmas. I do hope you all have a wonderful Christmas and a fabulous new year. We will be closed, effectively we're closed from tomorrow really, until the 2nd of January. So any orders that you place on the website between now and then will obviously, you can still make purchases, but we won't be able to ship them until after Christmas. We are going to take a little bit of time off, spend a bit of time with family, and like I say, probably doing some creative stuff as well. And we'll be back in the new year, fresh, ready for everything that 2024 brings to us all, and we will be posting your orders out from the 2nd. So from myself and Anne, we want to wish you all the absolute best time with your family. Enjoy it. Thank you so much for all of your support this year. As ever, it's, it always amazes me how much you guys support us over the course of the year, despite everything else that's going on and how difficult things are for everyone at the moment. You guys still come out and support, and that makes us so happy. So we love you all very much. Thank you very much for supporting us. And yeah, we'll see you all really soon. Claire says, decided I will start next year's Christmas cards while you have the time. All my time for tea Christmas can come out to play. Oh, that would be brilliant. Claire says, have a fab Christmas. Danielle says, fab card, have a lovely Christmas. Thank you so much. And for anybody who's watching who has applied for the design team call, please bear with me. Again, like I say, it's been so busy. I haven't had a chance to make the final selections yet. There's been so many applications and they were all fabulous. So, whittling that down to the final few has been really tough. So bear with me. There will be an announcement before the end of the week, so you won't be left waiting over Christmas for that decision. Lauren says, have a lovely break and Merry Christmas. Thank you, guys. Thank you for everything and all of your support, and have a wonderful, wonderful Christmas. And we'll see you all in 2024. Bye, guys. Thank you. Bye. Bye.